Oh boy, webheads, boy do I have a decision to make when it comes to top 10 comic book covers of the week. Stay tuned. Hey, all my webheads out there, welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. And fans, I am your host, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready to bring in 2020's top 10 comic book covers of the week. Fans, this is week 34, and this is the only interactive YouTube series in the comic book community where you, the fans, get to vote on your favorite comic book cover of the week. So, guys, thank you so much for your participation, and thank you for watching. Before we get started, guys, if you want to go ahead and hit that join button right there on my home screen, it takes the channel a long way. It helps support the channel. And again, thank you for watching and your support. So guys, we have to find out who won group number 4, who actually gets a nomination for comic book cover of the year. And then we got to find out who won week 33. So let's figure out who won week 33 first, okay? So the winner of week 33 winds up going to Death Metal issue 3, that Robin King variant. You guys loved it, you voted on it, and it seems to be the hot cover of the week. So I had one of the commenters say that Robin King kind of looks like Ozzy Osbourne. And that's pretty freaking awesome because he's right. So congratulations to the Robin King. You move on to that next round. Now, we're seriously getting down to business here. When it comes to group number 4, this is where you guys voted, and this is the book that winds up going to the nomination round. One of the books that winds up getting nominated for comic book cover of the year. And believe it or not, we had a 3-way tie between X-Men issue 10, the Savage Land Rogue variant. We had the Spider-Woman Jenny Frison variant. And then we had the Deceased zombie variant with the Batman Who Laughs. Now, since it's a tie and there's no rankings in these groups, they're just weekly winners, I have to break this tie. And as long as I've been doing this series, this is very difficult. But at the end of the day, I think I'm going to have to go with that Spider-Woman Jenny Frison variant. I think that is a beautiful cover, very artistic, and really pops. Was not an easy decision. All these books are definitely nomination worthy. So again, guys, thank you for your participation. Now, let's move on to this week's top 10 comic book covers. Now, guys, these covers are coming out for August 19th, 2020. So if you're looking to purchase them, go to your comic book shop on Wednesday or even Tuesday for DC, if that matter. So coming in at number 10, we're going to Captain America. This is issue 22. This one is an Alex Ross main cover. This is kind of cool as you get to see Captain America running through, which looks like a battlefield. There's all these explosions going on. There's all these soldiers running all over the place. There's these blues, and it just looks really nice. Now, I've seen better Alex Ross covers, but you can never deny him of his fantastic artwork. So if this one is your favorite comic book cover of the week, fans, make sure you vote. Make sure you have your votes in by next Monday at 8 a.m. as I can count these votes, and I'll bring you a new group. And if you have your own favorite comic book cover of the week, feel free to put it in there because you might not like the 10 I have. And one of the ones that you put in the comments could start the trend, guys, and overtake the other top 10. And remember, only one vote per person. Next, coming in at number 9, this one goes to Power Rangers Draken New Dawn, issue 1, Jung Jung Yoon. I have no idea if I said that right, but nevertheless, it's a cool cover as Lord Draken is on the cover, and we get to see her on the throne, and she's got this staff, and I seem to like characters when they're on their throne. I did this with Magneto, I did this with Madeline Pryor, now I'm doing it with Lord Draken. You see the trend there? So this one is pretty cool. I love the color of the character or whatnot. She's wearing a cloak as well, or a cape, or whatever case you want to call it. So if this one is your favorite, go ahead and vote. All right, next, coming in at number 8. This one goes to Catwoman. This is issue 24. This one is done by Sean Murphy. He has this very distinctive artwork, and I think you either are a fan of it or you dislike it. Me, I really enjoy it. Here we get to have Catwoman on there, and then you get to see another character in the background, like on some cheetah or some cat, whatever. Makes sense, right? Catwoman, somewhere in the jungle or whatnot. When Sean Murphy does an artwork, he can never leave out some kind of motorcycle or car or vehicle because he loves all that stuff. And you get to see a car way back in the background there by those palm trees, and there's a jet. Really nice looking cover. I love the detail and the colors that go into this one as well. So if this one is your favorite, webheads, make sure you vote. All right, so moving on to number 7. This one goes to Thor. Guys, this one is issue 6. This is the Miguel Mercado variant A. This one is nice because it looks like it shows Thor Black Winter. I guess that's what Thor has become, or this is a version of Thor. Who knows? Because we're still reading this Black Winter storyline, so we're still, it's still yet to be determined what the Black Winter is. Is this the Black Winter taking shape of Thor? And it looks like this version of Thor is holding something in his hand. I don't know what it is. Looks like a holocron, or I don't know. It's got some weird symbol. But very dark, very mysterious. There's a lot of great looking covers when it comes to this issue of Thor. Again, if you guys want to see this one win, go ahead and vote. Moving on to number 6, webheads, we're going on to Once in Future. This is issue 10. This artwork is done by Dan Mora. This is a fantastic cover of the demon creature. I forgot because I haven't read this series in a while. I don't know if he's holding Excalibur or whatever it is, but he's holding that sword and he's slaying something. And there's just blood running down this block, and the creature just looks very demonic. It looks like he has a wing instead of a cloak. You get to see his rib cage, and it's just very dark, demonic like, and I think it's badass. So if you guys want to see this one win, go ahead and vote. All right, next, moving on to our top 5. This one goes to Batman issue 97. This is the main cover. This one's done by Gillian March. I think his artwork is very well done, and I feel like he deserves this credit. The interior artwork he does is gorgeous, but his cover artwork is just as nice as we get to see Batman here as he's all tied up in chains, and we get to see the Joker laughing. He's like, ha 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 ha, comfy bats, and he's all laughing. But look at the details that goes into Batman's cape and his cowl. You can see that he's struggling, and he's getting possessed by that Joker toxin and whatnot. So really great looking cover. If this one is your favorite, make sure you vote. All right, guys, moving on to number 4. And number 4 goes to Maestro issue 1. This one goes to the Clayton Crane variant. This is another one where we have Maestro this week holding the Infinity Gauntlet. So if you voted for Noel last week wearing the Infinity Gauntlet, well, there's still hope for you because we have Maestro holding the Infinity Gauntlet. Can you imagine this guy sitting there holding that gauntlet? That would be insane, the power that he must have. But nevertheless, look at the detail that goes into the gauntlet, the colors, just the background colors. Even his beard has a lot of detail. The facial expression, the muscular definition that goes into the character looks amazing. So if this one is your favorite, let's go ahead and vote. All right, so now we're in the top 3, and this one goes to Harley Quinn issue 75. This is the Gal Nu variant A. When it comes to Harley Quinn issue 75, there is a slew of variants to choose from. There's great J. Scott Campbell covers. There's all kinds of covers. But the one thing that I noticed on a lot of those covers is Punchline is on the cover. And if we're celebrating 75 issues of Harley Quinn, shouldn't Harley Quinn own that cover and not a character that just made it onto the scene? So I gave it to this one because this is just a hang 10 type of cover for Harley. She's just chilling out, sitting there with the explosion in the background. She's got a little hammer around her pinky. She's wearing the cool shades. I think it's a great cover. And if this one is your favorite, guys, make sure you vote. All right, so coming in now at number 2, you want to talk about detail. This one goes to Star Wars Bounty Hunters. Fans, this is issue 4. This is done by Lee Bermenjo. The cover art in these bounty hunter covers are amazing. Now, obviously, our character looks like Terminator, and I always forget the heck his name is, right? But you just can't deny it. He just looks awesome. Eye, teeth, even the side of him that's human is just very detailed, very angry. Just awesome detail when it goes into it. And then you see him stick out his hand, right? And you see him stick out his hand as he's deflecting bullets there. And if you look in his hands, in his reflection, there is some kind of soldier shooting at him. I don't know if it's a stormtrooper or some kind of trooper or other bounty hunter shooting at it, but I think that's badass as you can see the reflection in his hand. So great looking cover, lots of detail, very creative. If this one is your favorite, let's vote. All right, and next, last but not least, my favorite comic book cover of the week goes to Wolverine issue 4. This is the Miko Sawan variant B. It has to be the variant B because the variant A has the title on it and it covers up the main part of this book. Here we get to see Wolverine as he is in some distress, and we get to see Laura behind him chasing after him, and she's trying to save him from something, and you can see how she's just terrified. Then you have Jean Grey holding her back going, you can't go there. You just can't. And then you have the other characters like Jubilee and Gambit and Rogue. So whatever it is that they see is doing some heavy damage to Wolverine. Great looking cover. Love the way all the characters look and their facial expressions. So this one made my top pick of the week. And guys, if this one is your favorite, let's make sure you vote. So there you guys have it. Remember, every vote matters. Looking forward to seeing them all. Again, thank you so much for your participation because this series does not work without you. And guys, I'll leave you more content right here. And until next time, this is Mike Spider Slayer signing off. And thanks for watching, guys. Take care.